Hey everybody, for the purpose of this run, I'm just going to be showing you guys a really safe route in order to get set up for honor mode. This will get you very close to level 4. For the purpose of this run, I did not kill the Mind Flayer on the Nautiloid. I'm starting after the Nautiloid as obviously that's very linear progression. I only killed the imps, I didn't do any bonus XP like killing the commander or anything like that. For this run, we are going to be grabbing Shadowheart, we're going to be grabbing Gale if we can, and Lae'zel. You can grab whichever companions you want, and I will make sure that I show you some pathways in order to get those companions. I will be trying to do this relatively fast, so I will not be looting the whole beach. I just don't want to take up too much of your guys' time to do a very simple route. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is these brains right here that are in this fight up here. These brains are a lot stronger since Tactician mode, and they're the same moveset as their Tactician counterparts. So instead of fighting them with two people, which is obviously slightly risky, it's not too risky, you can do the fight, but we're trying to play this as safe as possible. So one thing you're gonna notice, which maybe people are saying right now, I haven't leveled up. There's a reason behind that. So I won't be leveling up for this run at all. Oh, did I just lock myself out of an animation? No, okay. You can do animation lockouts mainly with the jumping action. I have seen it with an attacking action sometimes, but it's kind of rare. It's more normal than I'd like to believe. But
approach the sigil on this.
what was I saying there? So the reason we're not leveling up is in this game you're able to barter with vendors, and whenever you barter with these vendors, if you're giving them a deal and they're not giving you a deal, so you're giving them more money than you're getting, then their reputation goes up. The number, like the amount of coins, I guess you would say, that is needed in order to increase this reputation is actually bound to your character level. So if I stay level 1, it'll only cost me about 400 gold in order to get max reputation with a vendor. And your max reputation stays throughout the whole course of this game. The way that I'm doing this route... Oh my god.
Enough gawking.
I want to get a bit away from him because I did use friends on him, and on this difficulty, friends can get you attacked. The vendor I will be showing you guys today that we're going to...
she obviously sees your kindness.
Sorry.
Githyanki protocol is a crash.
The vendor we're going to be getting is neutral to both storylines. You can use this vendor if you're picking an evil playthrough or a good playthrough. It's completely up to you. And the reason I'm doing that is so this rock right here, by the way, is the trigger point. So before we get to the rock, we're just going to drop this candle for people. We can put these back in camp. I got the Nautiloid tanks from the Nautilus.
I'm ready. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
So we're gonna put on Lae'zel's bow. Oh, we didn't. And then we're gonna dip the bow in fire. Then we're gonna start this fight. We rolled some pretty bad initiative here. This is the only risky part of the entire run because we're doing this fight at level 1. It's not that risky because we have 4 people. Obviously, if you're doing a solo playthrough, you probably want to level up and just eat the fact that you're gonna have to spend more gold. But because this is the only fight we actually need to do in the whole run, we're not too concerned with leveling up. So I was hoping that someone else would go before Lizelle and she'd be able to use her bow. But we really rolled some bad rolls on the
Best be on my way.
Don't be afraid to use your spell slots on this fight, because as we're going around, you're going to be covering a lot of the map. And so the fact that you haven't long rested can put a hindrance on certain things, like certain events that are tied to how often you long rest. We're critting a lot. Good.
Moving.
One thing that we are not going to do, we're not going to go into the Emerald Grove right now. But if you do decide you want to go into the Emerald Grove, one thing you need to take note of for this route specifically, and this just goes into a bug that I can show in a future video, please do not talk to Nettie. If you talk to Nettie and you go through her questline, the Find Halsin thing, then whenever you go a certain amount of distance away from the Emerald Grove in very certain locations, Raphael can spawn. We don't want Raphael to spawn. Because there is a bug tied to Raphael right now, and that bug is very, very strong for all playthroughs, and that'll give you about 1400 XP. As well as that, it also gives you the I'm gonna bank on not low rolling. As well as that, it'll give you his armor, which is from Act 3, and his armor is very, very strong. Again, I can show this in a future video if that would be something you guys are interested in. Please just let me know in the comments. Now, this fight's going pretty well. No one's really died yet or anything like that, so that's extremely good. We missed that. That's fine, though, because he's going to cast Arms of Hadar here, hit 2 of them. Yeah. They both saved it, so it didn't do that much damage, but it left this guy in range of Zevlor being able to one-shot him. Instead, he shot the ward, but that's fine. Zakrug is always coded to fight Ramira, no matter what. So as soon as you start this fight, Zakrug will always run at her. We're not going to walk too close, because... and our dip wore off, that's
Can't
cool.
even catch my breath.
Our dip might have been able to kill him there, but... alas, it wore off. So something important to go over right after this fight is we're gonna be the only loot we really care about is Zakrug. He has these very good gloves for honor mode, which give a +1 to sleight of hand. And if anyone's played honor mode, they'll know how strong pickpocketing is, and all sleight of hand notions, kind of like lock picking and stuff like that too. They're all very strong in this mode, and that's why these gloves are very good. All of a sudden, we can't hit this guy though. I think 3 of us tried to hit him, and none of us did. Okay, so we're gonna skip the dialogue. We're gonna loot all of the garbage that we can. I'm not gonna pick up the skull because it's only worth 1 gold. We're gonna loot everything worth like 5 or more.
Other than bloodshed.
Taste of goblins to come, I fear. Must be a horde nearby.
The warg has really good fangs, as those fangs are used to make the elixir of bloodlust. And elixir of bloodlust is a very strong elixir. Most elixirs are very strong, but we actually have the 2 ingredients to make it right here. The Bullywug's trumpet, we just need 3 of them, and it can create a suspension. And then if we get 3 of the Warg Fangs, it would create the ashes for the Bloodlust potion. So these 2 right here, if you just had 3 and 3, that would make a Elixir Bloodlust there. The reason I ungrouped is if you guys are used to this game, the AIs have very bad jumping mechanics, and I just didn't want to let them jump up here. So for noting for the rest of the run here, I'm going to be playing as if I wasn't Deluxe Edition with the Mask of the Shapeshifter, just in case, because not everyone has the Mask of the Shapeshifter. So that's why I picked Drow for this, and I don't have Disguise Self as a cantrip or a spell. If you don't want to play Drow, you're probably gonna, well, not probably, you are going to need Disguise Self, or you're gonna need to pass a lot of dialogue checks for this route that I will be showing.
I'll be keeping an eye.
One other thing about the note is, or the route, not the note. One thing to note about the route is you will not be able to do this route as a gnome. If you pick gnome, this video unfortunately will not work for you. You won't be able to do this route.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
So for that, if you freeze and you just kind of ignore them, you can get through that dialogue without needing a dialogue check. The way to do that is you kind of ignore them at first, and then you hold his stare. Then they'll realize that you guys are parasited, and so they'll listen to whatever you say. There's a few dialogues that we're going to get into that you don't need a... oops, I shouldn't have picked up all those. You don't need to do the dialogue check. So the reason we're looting garbage here is, again, like what I said with the vendor, we're going to need about 400 gold worth of supplies to just donate this vendor. And the reason we want to donate the vendor is the discount that she's going to give will carry on into Act 3. And she's a very strong vendor in Act 3. She can give the Elixir of Cloud Giant, which gives you 27 strength until your next long rest. For this, because you're Drow, just say don't let it happen again, and they'll let you through. You'll notice you gained 170 XP there. You can, if you're feeling risky, you can go over here and you can do the roll over there. You will have to do a deception, intimidation, or I don't believe there's a persuasion, but I think there's a performance check. For those. The reason I don't want to do that roll is I'm showing you guys the least risky route that I have found myself. And with this route, we're going to end very close to level 4. We're going to be able to just kill a few things and then hit level 4. You'll notice we're level 3 already, but we haven't leveled up. That's because we just don't need to right now. We don't need to level up for the combat or anything like that. Another thing you can use about this is we can rescue Volo, and anyone that's played Honor Mode knows how good pickpocketing Volo is. Because we have level ups, vendors reset their stock on every level up. So if you pickpocket Volo, you steal his money, you can then level up once, cancel the next level, and then pickpocket him again, take his money. If you guys want a guide on items and things to pickpocket Volo with, just let me know. And I can definitely make a video on that as well. For this, we're just grabbing the waypoint. That's mainly just so that we can teleport back whenever. Everything else in the route is fairly safe, and there's not a lot of risk.
Let's do what we have to do, no matter.
For the rest of
I'll
it.
breathe. We don't have time for this.
I was supposed to hit let the matter rest. So for this one, just pick both Drow options, and they're gonna think that you're talking to Minthara. You'll see another large XP drop there. Whenever you see large XP drops like that, and this isn't just for this region or anything like that, this is just in the entire game, it's giving you the same XP, usually anyways, that you would get for killing them. So now, if I go kill those ones in the front, I actually will not get XP.
Division dissolves away.
So maybe I could help with that.
So, while she's running over there, I'm gonna quickly go to the Blighted Village. You can do this when you're in the Blighted Village, but with my talking, I forgot to do this. We just need some barrels. That's it. And there happens to be 3 here. So we're gonna give these to Lae'zel. We're gonna go to our camp. We're gonna need 4 barrels. That's to play it safe. She only has 52 HP. On average, your barrels do roughly 20 damage. The reason that we're playing it safe is because you can saving throw on a DC 12 check for dexterity. And if they do roll a save, they only take half damage from it. So if we do 4 of them, and she saves all 4 of them, she'll only take roughly 40 damage, which would leave her at 12 health. I want to leave her at an amount of health that we could still kill in 1 turn. Because if she screams, then we get caught and we have to fight the whole goblin camp. Or, yeah. The other thing you can do is you can just kill her and then move through the door anyways. But we're trying to make sure that this route is as neutral as possible.
Oi, come here.
We're gonna turn off this torch. We don't really need to. I'm just doing it for
Blackest will be done.
easier
Without delay.
Let's get
darkness
going.
vision. Sorry.
Assume nothing.
Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're gonna drop these all around her. They just need to be relatively close to her. They don't need to be in any formation or anything like that. Then we're gonna go all the way kind of
Got a
over
long
here.
road ahead.
Hopefully Shadowheart comes here. Okay, there we go.
You should search that corpse.
Now, we're gonna leave these guys ungrouped. We're gonna pick up all of her items other than the note. The note doesn't really matter at all. We're gonna group these guys before we go in as well. We're gonna come right behind this pillar. We're gonna turn off this lantern and we're gonna stand right about here. There's a few different spots you can stand here. You can stand like right here. We just need to stand behind the pillar is all. So we're waiting for Polma over here to do her route. She has 3 places. She stands in front of the bed, she stands in front of the table, and she looks this way.
Before me.
Both the bed and the table, she doesn't look this way. We can sneak right by her, and as soon as we pass this arch, we can hit C and we can run regular.
Can't slow down.
Now, there's going to be a puzzle coming up. There's 2 ways to do the puzzle. You can either actually do the puzzle, or you can pick lock the end piece to open the door. If you do pick lock it, it won't give you XP. It's
Here
not
we
that
go.
much XP. It's about 35 XP for doing the puzzle, but it's a fairly easy puzzle. So you can follow the way I'm doing the puzzle right now, or you guys, if you have any other ways for yourselves to do it, all you need is these 4 empty slots need to all be in this left circle. So once that's going, we know that the door is going to open. We get our 35
Have to go
XP.
in to see the bottom.
We're going to run down here and grab the ladder. Now, because you could do this with any class, I do have Featherfall. I'm not going to use it on one of these upcoming jumps, just to show you you can still do this with other classes. Obviously, you should use your Featherfall if you have it, but in case you guys don't,
That's progress.
then yeah.
How would you punish someone
So
for wronging
what
you?
we're gonna do is we're gonna run up here.
Over.
Wrong me how?
We're gonna stand here. And this is a little bit RNG, but we only get the XP for killing this Minotaur if we get the last hit. So what we're gonna do is watch these shoot it. One more shot, hopefully. We're gonna freeze it, and we're gonna hopefully kill that last 10 HP. So I'm gonna end her turn. I'm gonna try to kill that 10 HP. The Minotaur is worth about 75 XP, as you see there, which is quite a good chunk, and that's why we want to try to do that. Obviously, you can't do it every time. Sometimes you guys will miss and everything, and if it goes to the environment turn, then they'll shoot the bull again. So I'm gonna leave all my partners here again because I have to do a pretty big jump. They don't need to come with me for it. We're gonna do a path that avoids Bullet. If you guys have played this game, you know Bullet
I'll take
is
that.
a very annoying part of the Underdark, and she pops out at random areas. She will come out if you go below this area. You are able to go up there and get the sword, but as soon as you go on that road right there that I'm mousing over, you will have to fight Bullet. And Bullet right now, especially with 4 level 1s, would kill us.
Let's
So
get this over
we're
with.
just not gonna fight her. Now we're gonna blow up the torch stalks, we're gonna use jump, and we're gonna jump down here.
Tim Askin torch stalks. Great.
Obviously I could have used my Featherfall, but again, just in case you are playing another class like a ranger or a barbarian or anything like that, I'm just showing you that you are able to do this. Yeah, it'll cost you 1 potion, but sure. You don't even need to use a potion if you know that you're going to be long resting after all this. So just tell the truth to these guys and they will accept you into their colony. You don't need to do a roll or anything like that. Now we're going to select our other companions and we're going to teleport over to the Myconid colony. While I'm running over to Dareth, we're going to have Shadowheart run up here.
Looking ahead.
I'm going to
Swift as
keep
my feet
running
can carry
myself
me.
over to Dareth.
What's next?
And Shadowheart's going to talk to the Sovereign Spawn.
What's that thing?
I suppose such will
And he's going to give us the quest to kill the Dwagar nearby. That'll proc this dialogue with Glut. We're going to say, is it going to be dangerous? And then we're just going to leave him. We don't want Glut following us because he's going to start a fight.
Now, doubt you'd care to notice, but you didn't see a dwarf on your travels.
So
did you?
we want to buy an elixir of Hill Giant Strength, but before we do that, we're going to barter and we're going to throw in as many items as we can that are relevant. So this is about 400 gold. And boom, she's at attitude 100. So now this elixir of Hill Giant, instead of costing 86, it costs 60. We're going to know her in Act 3, so this is a very good vendor to use and get your bonus
Be on my
with.
way.
Enough to cover rent.
Now we're going to go speak to the Dwagar. This is where the run can go a little wrong, as I've found out. You have to do an insight check, and you can show your branding to him, which avoids all dialogue. But if you don't get that check, I'm going to give myself guidance just to try to get that check.
A camp.
Then you have to do a deception roll on him, and obviously that's a lot more risky. So that's the reason part of the reason we're keeping 3 of them in base.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing
Okay, yeah.
in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach.
So we got the roll.
Anyway,
We're going to ask him about what hunt. We're going to say we're going to help him. And then we're going to walk over to him. Shadowheart over here is going to talk to the gnome.
greets
Oh,
you with a harrowing
that's not who I wanted to talk to.
Don't
Talk to the gnome. We're going to eye her boots. Then we're just going to take her boots. You can still, if you do want her quest line, you can still give her the antidote right now and everything.
get the leather.
I have the
Right.
boots, yeah. What's on the other side of the
Using 'em,
lake?
Frick, not too
And then we're gonna leave. We're gonna go to the other side of the lake. At this point, we're almost done the entire thing. You can obviously level up now. We were just using this to get the reputation with Dareth, as you only need 400 gold at level 1.
wobbles on the lake's murky.
So we're gonna take his boat. We're gonna say
You and I aren't expecting more of you.
she wants
What
her
about
boots
Git?
back. He stayed behind.
Well, I'll be.
When you get here, we're just gonna say we're trying to give the boots back,
Ah,
and then we're gonna say we'll take her head and she'll back off. Because we don't want to pay her any gold either. And also, we don't have that much gold because we really didn't do that much stuff. So the reason earlier that I bought the Hill Giant potion is we're gonna need some jumping strength here. You don't need this potion. There is other ways to do this. If you guys are interested in the various ways to unlock this next part, then just let me know. But here's how we're gonna do it. Today we're going to unlock the Grim Forge. Or the Ancient Forge, sorry. Grim Forge is the whole area. You can obviously loot these skeletons, and they have some actual decent loot on them, given that they're Shar worshippers. Their armor sells for a good chunk, especially to Dareth. If you stand on the exact edge, it's the back lever from us. It's the far lever. That'll take us all the way there. You can do this with one person. Obviously, you don't have to. You can do it with more than one person as well. Someone can be working the levers. Then we're going to jump here. We're going to grab this teleport. So now our partners could teleport here if we wanted. We're going to grab... For this video, we're just going to use the heavy splint mold because, in my opinion, this is the best item. Then we're going to run over, we're going to turn it in, and that's pretty much the entire route. I'll show you what level and XP I have at the very end here. But yeah, if you guys do like videos like this or have any questions about that, please post in the comments. I would definitely appreciate any likes, and if you obviously did want to comment, any subscriptions as well. If you guys have any ideas of future videos or things that you want to know, just let me know, and I will definitely try to go a little more in depth. Obviously, this was done for honor mode, and I did do this playthrough in honor mode. I'm just showing you guys the levels, so I'm just gonna pick some random things here. I do like Metamatic Twinned, and I like Distant. And then for the next one, we're going with Hastened, because having it as a bonus action is incredibly strong. Any spells as a bonus action is incredibly strong. So we'll cancel their level up. They're going to be... See, obviously, we have 500 XP left. This is really easy to do. A few different ways you can do this, just as an idea. Here, I'll go to Blighted Village. A few different ways that you can get this XP. Right now, we do have the barrels to go kill Lump. You just need about 6 barrels. 5 is playing risky, but 6 is playing it safe. You could do the dialogue check with these guys. Oh, no, you can't. Barkus is dead. We don't need to save Withers. He will be in our camp because we are now level 3. Oh, and just to show you guys the difficulty, it is honor mode. You can run up north this way and do the housing event. That'll give you another like 130 XP. You can do Karlach's quest. There's a few safe things you can do. You can pick off some straggler goblins around here. Like this guy right here, if you fight him, he is all alone. There's a sleeping bugbear over there. He's all alone too. Killing them will obviously give a good chunk of XP. The one I would say is the easiest and the best to do is kill Lump. He has very good loot, and altogether they give 75 XP each, so it'll be 225 together. So you can see that just a few of these events would get us to level 4. So this is my safe routing. Please let me know what you guys think, and thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.